Hi, I'm Steve Ziskowski, and I'm the founder of Caerusnet, and I'm really fortunate today to have with me Evan Raoof. Evan is the owner of FITLIVING Academy. I'm always wondering, how are things working out for the members of Caerusnet, right? People, each person has a different reason why they're in Caerusnet, and yet we are all here really to expand our network and to deepen and create relationships. And when Evan and I were texting recently, he let me know that his investment in Caerusnet has been like a 7x return for him. And that's really cool for me. And it's what you deserve, Evan. So my hope today is that you might be able to share with our viewing audience, what do you think your secrets are? How did you go about being able to 7x? And for everybody that doesn't know, Evan is in the world of health and fitness, right? So there's all sorts of businesses in Caerusnet. Evan, thanks for being on Staying Connected. What do you think the reason for your success is?
Hey, thanks, Steve. The thing is, like, we've all had to really go out and change ourselves the last couple years. And I've been with you with the Caerusnet group for 3 or 4, and I've known you for 10. And, always networking and always meeting new people, it's like you're building relationships. And it's really just the opportunity is to really connect with someone right in that space, to be able to really connect with them and get what they really need. And it's important. And then from that, and every week we go to the meeting with you, we actually connect and we build relationship with that person and the other people in the group. And because of that, they're able to refer business to us or to someone that they know. And it just, you have to do the one-to-ones, have to ask the right questions, and really be present to be open to what they need. Because you got to, the old giver's gain theory of like getting what they need, trying to get them. Because when you get them what they need, they remember you because you gave it to them. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that people, number one, there are some people that are just natural givers, right? So I think that you could put yourself in that category. You're in the help business. You love helping people, right?
Yes.
It's part of who you are, is your fabric. And I think that when you are coming from that mentality, you're able to really celebrate in the successes of other people, especially when you know you had a little thing to do with it.
Sure. But the thing is, you look at it like the power of connecting 2 people together that actually can collaborate something together. I mean, like outside the fact of a specific sale, but then there's also collaboration. You meet 2 people that know, like I just referred someone to you the other day, right? And you got a possibility of to major connection with that person. And that's a bigger collaboration than just one sale. So, I mean, there's a lot of power between the connection and collaboration and outcome of joint ventures. So those were businesses that are growing.
Evan, what was the first referral that you received being in a Caerusnet group, being on my Canton team? How long did it take you to get your first referral? And then could you also speak to your big picture thinking regarding, when you are looking at your numbers and you recognize that, you're working with somebody, that might have been somebody that came through the network, but might not have been an actual member or somebody else. So how long did it take to get your first one, and explain your viewpoint on referrals?
Well, it's interesting because, when you first join, you get the chance to present to everybody. It's 10 minutes. And then every week you meet with somebody, to everybody, and you do one-on-ones. And it took me about 8 or 9 months. But, it's like, and it's not everybody wants to talk about health and fitness, especially what I do. But it's like educating people every week. And then that first client came, they've been clients for a while. And then from that point, I had another client, and then that client referred me to somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. So the thing is, it's like after the snowball, it starts snowballing after that. But the mindset really is to just be of service and educate people, because through education, people understand the value of what you have to offer. And I have the solution for it. You have the solution for it, but you do such a great job in the meetings every week, educating people on networking and getting referrals. It doesn't matter with another group. It's like, that's what you do. And from that point, we get trained and developed on being a better networker. And that's what we get the benefit of Caerusnet and the opportunity to connect with people on a deeper level. And because we're building relationships, a lot more opportunities for us in the future.
Absolutely. Do you have, what would your number one piece of advice be to a Caerusnet member that maybe is struggling? Maybe it's been a long time since they've gotten a referral, or maybe they're not getting a referral at all, or whatever. Maybe they just started their Caerusnet journey. What's the number one advice you would have for anybody in that picture?
I think the number, well, there's a couple of different pieces there, but really evaluating your message, your 60-second commercial, and what you're actually saying to somebody. I'm guilty of it, rambling on a little bit more, but being honing that commercial down every week. And then also to your 10-minute presentation as well, because that's educating people. And then also you have to have the mindset of putting your schedule to do one-to-ones with people in the group, even outside the group, because it's a lot of work. But in regards, if you ask the right questions and you're able to support and work together, they'll remember you, and that it will come. And through that, the opportunities will come insurmountable, because you're actually taking the time to hone your message down. Because we're professional people, we should actually know about our business and be able to communicate it effectively. And then also, if you're listening effectively for what someone needs, you're networking, you're going to meet other people, and you can actually bring those two people together. And I'm not sure if you asked this question, but that's also too, the opportunity is, when you're meeting someone, it's a great opportunity to invite them to a meeting, because they may not be, it's funny, I'm not sure why someone doesn't want to be a client with me right away, but they may not be. But the thing is, I know a great group of people, and I have a different networks that I belong to, and so I can invite them to both networks and say, hey, I want you to meet these people. They're great. We'll meet at this time. You go and meet them, and then you decide if this is right for you. Take the pressure off. At the same time, I'll tell them, go and introduce yourself to people in the group so you get to know, like a one-to-one, before you actually decide to join. Because then they can see how the power of the group is and what the value is to themselves.
Absolutely. So two key things that I paid attention to there. Number one, so important to be a good educator for the members of your team. We want to help. And I always tell people, I give the referrals to the people that educate me the most, right? When I wouldn't even be thinking of that person for the referral had they not have educated me on the product or service that they're best at delivering. So those, like we've got Todd, for example, the mortgage person. I've got a mortgage person in every one of my groups. He's the only one talking about the little down payment assistance program.
Mm-hmm.
When I come across somebody that's looking to buy a house that needs that kind of help, who do you think is going to get that referral? The person that educated me, because I know, like, and trust them. And that's the other thing that you've done for somebody, because you don't know if when you meet somebody, if they're going to be a client of yours, that's okay. Maybe there's still ways to help them. And there you open a door, you say, hey, meet a group of professionals that I stand shoulders to shoulders with. They've helped me grow my business. They might be able to help you grow yours too. And if they get value from that, then they also take another look at you and go, man, this Evan's more than I was thinking about when I was thinking about fitness and health. He's much more. So that's exactly the right approach.
It is an investment. I think some things you look at is you can pay for advertising, and you might be able to hone your message, really narrow it down. And it might take a little more time to build relationships, but once you narrow down the relationships, they're going to be coming more and more and more. And that's important to look at as an investment. Like you say, like when you join the Caerusnet group, you want to invest, at least a year of your time into this, because reality of the fact, it is going to take a bit of time to build a relationship, but once you do, it's well worth the investment.
Awesome. Well, Evan, thanks so much for taking time out of your day to share your success with the Caerusnet network. I'll look forward to revisiting with you in a year or so and see where you're at then. Maybe that 7X might be 8X, 9X, or 10X, or maybe there'll be some other great surprise, because I always say that in networking, you never know where your next best relationship's going to come from. And I think that that's one of the beauties of all of this. So thanks for being on, staying connected today, and sharing your wisdom with us, Evan.
Thanks. Well, Steve, I thank you because of you and your group, it's allowed me that opportunity. So you do a great job running the meetings every week, and it's really great to be there every week too. So thank you so
Thank-
much.